And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Let's get busy.
Running with Howard.
Let's get busy.
And some room to maneuver.
Early. Let's get busy, man.
Beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They run with Howard. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. It's caught by Jackson. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Come on, son.
And he's out of bounds.
Legal man
gets to the 10. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
He know what to call on this.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. This will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
Crazy, bro.
Like, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before.
I didn't even get to my corners, though, when I was doing this. Still took the field goal, but I don't care. You got to march down the field, man. Oh, no. Fuck on the Darby at? legitimate. You ain't coming in. It's over for you.
I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. It gets it complete to Harris. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 60 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few
honestly, though,
clips. It certainly will. You're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay,
with that play, I'm not
they ramped
totally
things up
mad
just
at
a little bit to start the second quarter.
I should have made a better play on 4th inches, though.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I'm saying I should have made a better play. If it's 4th inches, I'm going for it. You feel me? Like, bottom line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete.
This nigga better score.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joshua Perkins, 71 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Breeze to throw. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn.
This nigga tag in fast as shit.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn.
Like, what a
79 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead.
They got no safety.
What's good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Wixton.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 68 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you reherse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Breeze. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, let's talk about the coaching carousel. Some new guys in new places. Ron Rivera to Washington. We got Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Matt Rule up from the college ranks to Carolina. And for the Giants, Joe Judge. Any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going to the Giants, coming from New England, where he was a special teams coach for most of his career. And this season added wide receivers to his duties. Well regarded within the ranks of the NFL. Not much known about him to the outside world. It's kind of a reveal to everyone. Joe Judge, people will now get to know who he is, because most people thought Matt Rule was going to go to New York. He ends up in Carolina. And then, of course, Ron Rivera, he would have been a candidate for Dallas. He would have been a candidate for New York, as well as Washington. And Washington never let him out of the building. That was a big-time hire for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wentz is brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets... past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, as time expires in the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Breeze now on 1st down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. To throw again on second down. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And Ginn's got it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They run. It's Kamara. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. That's caught by Jackson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ran out the whole 3rd quarter.
Go. 20. Switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got some space here.
Yes, sir.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down in inches. They run it again with Kamara. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now Breeze.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Breeze.
Need that.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Need that.
Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run here with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Go get him. Go get him. Here we go. Flag.
Now Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
Let's go. 56.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready. 5-9. You kill.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Stop. I was about to say. Stop.
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Got one timeout.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 35. Well, Charles, they were close
Let's
in the
go.
end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last sort of miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.